This short video will show you how to set up a new Facebook page. Now what you're seeing at the moment on the screen is a typical Facebook profile. It might be the same as the one that you've got where you can connect with friends and family and share things of interest to you. However, that's not what we're interested in for the time being. What we're going to look at is this section down to the right hand side which says Pages. There are a number of options here, and the first one I want you to look at is Pages Feed. This will give you a list of all the other pages that you subscribe to. So for example, I'm subscribed to a number of library services here in the Northwest. So you can look through those, and once you follow them, you can then see what sort of things they're up to, what they're doing, and perhaps get ideas for your own library services. However, what we really want to look at is this Create a Page button, because we want to create a new page for our libraries, and we can do that in a few simple clicks. So if we click here on Create a Page, it will take us to a page with a number of options where we can decide what we want our page to actually be categorized under. Now these categories are actually really important because it will help Facebook decide who it wants to promote your service to and how much prominence it wants to give it. So we have options such as local business or place, company, organisation or institution, and brand or product. We also have cause or community, public figure and entertainment. For library services, you're going to fall under the company, organisation and institution tab. So if we click this, it'll bring up a couple more options for us to fill in. More subcategories. And there are lots and lots of varieties here. So if we scroll down, we can see there's community organisation, there is education, there is non-for-profit organisations, there is primary schools, political parties, whatever you want to be labelled under. I would say for the purpose of a library, we probably want to go under not-for-profit organisations. And that means that when they see people using Facebook who are showing an interest in sharing images around not-for-profit organisations, charities, community groups, then Facebook will determine that they're the sort of people that might be interested in your content. So when you do publish posts under the page, they're the ones that are most likely to see it because Facebook are very focused on the user experience and making sure that the people who are using Facebook are getting to see the types of organisations which are relevant to them. So we've picked our subcategory. Now we're going to give our page a name. Our company name in this case, let's call it Northwest Libraries, and click Get Started. Now this will take a short amount of time while it actually creates the page. Facebook is a very data-driven platform, so on pages like this where it's asking you for information, you should really try and give Facebook as much information as possible. The more you give it, the more in favour you are with Facebook and the more likely other people are to see your content. So let's give it a quick description. So we have a description, and we can also give it a web page they can go to. And we click Save. Now as it moves on to the next page, it will then ask us for an image for our page, and this can either be uploaded straight from the computer or you can bring it from a website. So if you've already got a website with good pictures on, perhaps you can pull it in from there. However, uploading from a computer is normally an easier and quicker way to do it. So if we click Upload, we pick a logo, and we'll see it will add this straight away. And by clicking Next, we move on to Add to Favorites. Now this is just about adding it as a tab within your own page, so we don't need to focus too much on this, so if I skip past. So in the case of this page, we're aiming at Northwest Libraries in the north of England. So we can look at a few key phrases, so the likes of Manchester, Preston, Chorley, Bolton. And as you can see, as I add each one, it's adding a 20-kilometre radius around it. So by adding a few cities, we're actually covering pretty much the whole of the northwest of England. Facebook doesn't really accept larger regions or counties, so places like Lancashire would not really be recognised. We can expand the age range. We can target a specific gender if we want to, but importantly we can also target interests. So in the case of libraries, we'll be looking at subjects such as reading. We may also see it search for computer use. We may also look for people that may be interested in community. Facebook constantly updates these categories, so it's worth looking at them every now and again just to see whether you're still actually reaching the audience you want to. But once you've picked a few, click save and it will carry on to create the page. So what we've done is we've told Facebook exactly what we want our page to be and what sort of people we'd like to be attracted to it. And if I just click through these first few options, which are a tour of the page just to get you used to the surroundings, then you'll see that we now have our own Facebook page which you can start to use to promote your library services. Very simple to set up in a few clicks.